largest dry cavern in the U.S. We're like, is this abandoned?
What's up with this?
Kind
of looked like Bates Hotel. And it says, beware of snakes. It made me like...
I wasn't putting a toe on that trail.
No.
$1,000 a night for 2 people.
Okay, cool. I really strive to like this place. Would I go back?
Hi, and welcome back to Two Bears Trekking. I'm Randy.
And I'm Jonathan. Welcome.
Today we are going to be doing that long-awaited video.
Yep.
Grand Canyon Caverns.
Grand Canyon Caverns.
This is a place you can stop on that horseshoe loop we've talked about in our Kingman to Seligman video. Check out the link down below.
There you go.
If you haven't watched it. And this is right along the way. It's east of Peach Springs and just west of Seligman, Arizona.
There you go.
So we were chugging down the road and we saw these giant sort of billboard signs, and we almost just passed it up. And I'm like, at the last second, I'm like,
let's go in there. If nothing else, there's parking. Lots of parking.
Exactly. We're like, ooh, that looks like some big parking. So
yeah, you can put 5 RV convention going on there. Lots of space.
I think I might have had to use the restroom too.
Well, maybe.
I don't remember.
Maybe. Hopefully there was a restroom. Yes, hopefully.
Anyway, so we pulled in there and we did have to sort of maneuver around because we had the trailer, so we were 45 feet at the time.
Right.
And had to maneuver around a couple of old cars and an old fire truck. And we got situated and we're like, is this abandoned?
What's up with this? So it's like Route 66. You never know what you're going to find. It's an adventure. Is it going to be abandoned? Is it going to be active? Let's find out.
Exactly. Well, I was kind of worried maybe somebody was going to come out behind somewhere with a knife.
Kind of looked like Bates Hotel kind of feel. It sure did.
But when we actually got a little bit closer, there were only a couple of cars in the motel parking lot.
Right.
And then we saw some activity and we're like, oh, I guess we can check out. And then we kind of peeked in the rooms and it was a nice Southwestern style decor.
Yeah, I mean, it's great for its location. And I went, oh, I guess it's an active motel. Yeah. Okay.
So we kept exploring and then we headed over to the lobby area and there's a cute little phone booth and play on Radiator Springs
there sure
outside.
Was. They were trying real hard there.
And then it went downhill from there.
Rip. Sure did.
Well, we went inside and there was like I think where they tried to spoof on Betty Boop type cafe.
Or really tried to do Route 66. Or maybe they were trying to do, I don't know, Midpoint Cafe feel. I don't know what they were trying to do there.
Well, it didn't really work because it wasn't also active. It didn't appear to be. But
maybe they use it for like large groups that come through for like breakfast location.
We did hear the somewhat grumpy gal at behind the desk talking about a group arrival.
Right, but she wasn't talking to us. She was talking on the phone at all. She didn't,
all the 20 minutes or so we were in there, she didn't
say a word.
A word to us. So anyway.
Oh, the convenience mart.
Yeah. Yes.
That was a neat place. Lots of things to buy and everything. It was completely full. Not really.
But is it the old woman in the shoe that went to the shelves and they were covered and it was bare? I don't know. But the cover was bare.
It was very bare. Very bare.
I'm not sure what convenience was there. But anyway, there is a restroom inside that lobby.
Yes, and he used the restroom. What do you think of the restroom? Do you remember?
No, I didn't go into the restroom there.
Okay. I did, I guess. I don't know.
I don't remember. Nothing was memorable there, right?
No,
we're kind of focused on why is this so dilapidated and
why is it such an icon? Why do people go here? And I was still trying to figure it out. So, what about the museum?
Yes, the museum.
Yeah, storage room.
Yeah, well, it used to be. It looked like it was part of the restaurant, and it looked like it
a cafe or something. It was more exciting than the Betty Boop creation on the other side of the room. I was like, "What's up with that?"
Yeah, there was a bunch of historical memorabilia, kind of a la the Hackberry General Store. But that we mentioned.
Yes, precisely. Yeah.
So you kind of get where we're going with that. But and then we kind of hightailed it out of there, and then
look, there was a sign that pointed us to the RV park.
Yeah, but before that was the pool. Did you forget
Oh,
all
I
about the pool?
Well, how could you?
It was so inviting.
It was.
and
I went. Oh, it's a
hot
wonderful
day,
pool, and
and
I just want to
jump
jump
right
in
in.
and hit my head on the concrete
Yeah.
because there's no water in it. How can it be a pool if there's no water in it?
I'm not sure this pool has seen water in many days.
It was dry like the
weeks,
desert, is
months,
what it
years.
was. I don't know. Maybe they fill it for a month or two. I don't know.
Well, and there was a cute little gas station where they may or may not still have
it could also
pumped
be dry. We don't know.
gas.
Exactly. What about the little mini golf? That's a cute little place.
Dinosaur mini
Aw.
golf. Yeah, so you can see like maybe in the 50s, 60s when this was, first really developed, this portion, it was like a great family destination.
You could tell that people came here and they played and they stayed and yeah.
But instead of 9 holes, I think there's just one giant hole.
Yeah, it's a big dirt hole is what it is. Mm.
Yeah. So there's a whole bunch of missed opportunities, and they're not putting a lot of money in down here.
No. They might be putting money into the website, but we'll chat about that in a second.
So like you said, there is then a dirt road that goes up about a mile, or so they say, but it seemed longer than that.
It felt like it went on forever.
And there's the snake trail that you can take
between
the motel.
I don't know why you'd want to walk from this location to the other location. They're all part of the same group.
Right.
But why would, and then it says beware of snakes. It made me like,
I wasn't putting a toe on that trail.
No, don't look for holes. Don't look for snakes.
I don't
want
do snakes.
No.
So we did get up there, and that's where the cavern is. There's a whole another gift shop. I don't want to get you started.
It wasn't really a gift shop. There was nothing in it. How can you have gifts if there's no gift shop?
But
there was a shop, I guess.
Not a lot. And there is a nice restaurant.
Yes,
a limited menu, but
right.
We didn't eat.
It's nice. I mean, if we did decide to eat there, we'd eat there. Yeah.
Now this is where the campground / RV park is. There are 51 spaces, 48 rooms, I think, in the motel. And they have electric water hookup.
They have a nice restrooms. I like those. They have a laundry facility.
Convenient.
I mean, if I was going to go there and stay in the RV park, I'd stay in the RV park.
Yeah. So it might not be a bad overnight stop, even if you're just using the RV park. Now, I will say this though: if you're going up there and not staying in the RV park, and you're a little bit larger of a rig, it's going to be tricky finding a spot to park where you're not blocking people.
All the parking is down by the motel, not up by the caverns.
Yeah, there's not a lot of big space to turn around. If you're a larger rig, you could go through into the campground area, which is kind of what we did, to turn around, face the other direction, and pull off the road. And I use road as very loosely again.
Yes, again.
With big sort of holes.
And gravel.
Where I'm sure water, when it eventually does rain, puddles.
Exactly.
So parking's a little bit tricky.
They have another playground right up there.
The playground, and there's a bunkhouse, a ranch house to rent out for groups. And
check out the website where they put a lot of their money. Okay, it's in the show notes, so you'll see all this information. It's great. They put their money into this website. Why don't they put the money into the location? Yeah,
well, let's talk about the big attraction here, at least in today's world for them, is the caverns. It is a dry cavern. Only 3% of the caverns in the world are dry caverns.
That's cool.
And it is the largest dry cavern in the U.S.
That's also cool.
Yeah, right, cool. And they milk that goat because... You can stay down in that cavern overnight. A suite. There's a little place where you can eat, like a little.
Oh, so good. How much is that?
$1,000 a night for 2 people.
Okay, cool.
So we won't be staying there anytime soon, as I'm sure most of our viewers will not.
Probably not either. Yes, stay at the RV park if you stay.
Exactly. So
how much does it cost to go down into this dry cavern?
If you want to take this 200-foot elevator ride down into the caverns, it will cost you $24.95 to do so.
Which, in my opinion, if you're going to go there, that is what you should see. You should go to the caverns because that's the big deal.
We did not, because we've seen so many caverns and it was on the pricier side. It's only a 45-minute experience. You can pay, I think it's like $99 if you want to do a 2 our in-depth exploration.
More money, huh? Okay.
Exactly. So you can see the theme here.
Goat milk. Goat milk.
Yes,
Mhm.
unfortunately. And it's sad because this could be a great iconic stop.
It could.
They could revitalize it.
Yes.
They
Put
clearly
10 coats of paint on it, maybe.
yes, or something like that.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
So so you can see this cave was first discovered in 1927 and began being monetized pretty quickly. CCC helped renovate and make the entrance a little bit more friendly in the 30s. And then in 62, they put the current elevator in. So yeah, it's an iconic attraction and you want to love it, but it's just so run down.
Yeah, I wanted to. I really strive to like this place. Would I go back? Only if I was staying at the RV park. Really.
Exactly. I think, yeah, we'd pop in, stay at the RV park, do some laundry, take a shower.
And leave the next day.
Probably not visit the caves.
Yeah.
So if you have gone there, if you stayed there, if you visited the caves,
yes,
go ahead and leave us a comment.
Please tell us what you think. Maybe you think it is the attraction that must be visited.
And it's well worth it.
Yes. We want to know why. I would love to know your opinion.
So hopefully you enjoyed this video. As always, like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and
keep on trekking.